Hi students, welcome back to Commerce Veda. As discussed in the previous videos, today I am going to record the solutions for MCQs from MTP Costing December 2025 CMA Inter-Examination, Set 1 as well as Set 2. Let us go to the MCQs and learn the detailed answer. Let's go. CMA Inter Exam, and this is the MTP Set 1 for cost accounting. Which of the following best describes the difference between cost control and cost reduction? All we know, cost reduction is more important. It is corrective and cost control is actually preventive. So directly the first point is cost control is preventive, whereas cost reduction is corrective. Cost reduction is a plan to reduce the cost without reducing the quality. So this is the best answer. So the answer is A. Now coming to the second question. A customer has been ordering 90,000 special design metals at a rate of 18,000 per order. During the past years, the production cost comprises, your production cost is 120 raw material, 60 labor and 20 fixed overhead. Total production cost is 200 is per unit. The total production cost is 200. Right now, it costs 15,000 setup for one run of 18,000 column, and inventory carrying cost is 15%. Since the customer may buy at least 5,000 columns this year, the company would like to avoid making 5 different production runs. Find out the most economic production run. We use the same formula 2AO by C root. It is 2 into annual is 90,000 and ordering cost, setup cost is 1500 by carrying cost is inventory cost, the total cost into 15% root. So this is the same root. So it is 2 into 90,000 into 1500 divided by 30 whole root. The answer is 3,000. So B is the answer. Use the same formula 2AO by C. Next one. During May 2025, there were 21 working days of 8 hours per day. See, 21 working days of 8 hours per day. So 21 working days, 8 hours, and employees 10. So 21 into 8 into 10, overall 1680 hours. And the workforce produced 5,400 units of output. This is 1680 hours, and actual production 5,400 units. And it says expected time is 15 minutes. 15 minutes means 1/4 of 15 minutes means 1/4 of an hour. So to produce 5,400 units, how many hours you need is 5,400 into 15 by 60. You need 1350 hours. Whereas you consume 1680 hours. So what is the production volume? 1350 by 1680 into 100. 1350 by 1680 into 100. 80.357 means 80.36. So the answer is D. It can be done in a different way, wherein you can compute the production. So it, see, you 1680 hours you worked. Each hour you should produce 4 units, because by 15 minutes. So into 4. So 1680 into 4, you are expected to produce 6720 units, but the actual production is 5,400 units. So when you divide 5,400 by 6720, 54 by 6720, you'll get 80.36. Either using the hours, actual hours, standard hours and actual hours, or you can see actual production by standard production. Both the ways you get the answer. So the answer is D, which is 80.36%. Next. Maximum possible production capacity of a plant when no operating time is lost. Generally, no operating time is lost is we consider as theoretical capacity because it is not actual capacity. Theoretically, what is the capacity of maximum possible production capacity when a plant has no operating time loss? That is called theoretical capacity. The answer is C. Which one of the following CAS, cost accounting standards, deals with principles of methods of determining joint cost? Directly you can select D. CAS 19 deals with joint cost, principles and methods of determining joint cost. CAS 19, the option is D. Under the non-integrated accounting system, non-integrated accounting system means financial accounts are maintained separately, cost accounts are maintained separately. So they are not integrated. So here it is clearly given separate ledgers are maintained for cost and financial accounts. So the option is B. In reconciliation statement, closing stock undervalued in financial accounts. Generally what happens, if closing stock is undervalued, financial profits shows less. Financial profit shows less, whereas cost profit shows more. To reconcile, we should increase the financial profit. So the perfect answer is A, added to financial profit. Because when closing stock is valued less, financial accounting profit shows less, cost accounting profit shows more. To match with the cost accounting, we should increase the financial accounting profit. Add to financial profit. Then, in a process of 5,000 units are introduced and 5% is the normal loss. Actual input is 5,000. Normal loss 5% means 250. The actual production, expected production should be 4750. Now, you have two things here. Fully completed 4125 and partly completed 625. These are 100% completed. These are 60% completed. Now the question asked is, what is the equivalent production? Whatever is 100% completed shall be taken as 100%, and whatever 60% completed shall be taken as 625 into 60%, that is 375. Put together, equivalent production is 375 plus 4125, 4,500 units. So the correct answer is B. With this, we finished 8 questions with clarity. Now, job costing is used. Job costing is used for specific job. It can be a furniture, it can be a repair, it can be a printing, a specific job. So I can say all of the above. So the answer is all of the above, specific to the job. Now, composite cost unit for a hospital. Hospital generally, the cost unit is patient days. So we can say per patient day is the composite cost unit. C. Service costing, hospital costing, it is per patient day. Now, contribution is 3,000, sales 15 lakhs, sorry 3 lakhs, sales 15 lakhs, PV ratio. PV ratio is nothing but contribution by sales into 100. So 3 by 15 into 100, it is 20%. So the option is B. The option is B. If sales are 90,000 and variable cost is 75%, contribution is how much? See, if sales has two parts, variable cost ratio, PV ratio, nothing but variable cost contribution. If variable cost is 75%, contribution should be 25%. So 90,000 into 25% is 22,500. The answer is 90,000 into 25%, 22,500. This is contribution, which is 25% of sales. Then the next question. In the year 23-24, Exenco used 2820 material. This is 2820 is actual quantity 2820 at a total standard cost of 11562. See, standard cost equals to actual quantity into standard rate per unit. So in this case, you have standard cost 11562 and you have actual quantity 2820. So you will get standard rate per unit is 11562 divided by 2820, which is 4.10 per unit standard rate. Now the material usage variance, the quantity variance is favorable. Quantity variance favorable means what? Actual quantity is less than standard quantity. So the formula is standard quantity minus actual quantity, standard quantity minus actual quantity into standard rate per unit. So standard quantity is how much? We know actual quantity is 2820 into 4.1 should be your so 2820. If you want positive, it means you need to add. So 4.1, 123 divided by 4.1 is 30. So you should have 30 units more than actual. So standard is 2850. Right. So 123 by 4.1, you get 30 units. So your standard should be 30 units more than actual. Actual is 2820. Standard should be 2850. So the answer is D. Quantity, if standard is more, positive. Standard is more than actual, you use less, so positive. So standard should be 30 units more than actual. Actual is 2820. Standard should be 2850. So the option is D. And what is the first step of budgetary system and all other budgets depends on it? Obviously sales budget. All budgets are dependent on sales budget. Dash is also known as subsidiary budgets. We have main two budgets. One is master, second is subsidiary. Subsidiary is nothing but all functional budgets. All functional budgets are called as subsidiary budgets. So answer is B. These are all the simple answers for all the 15 questions, and except this question number 2 and question number 3 and question number 8 and question number 13, all are very simple questions, can be done in half a minute. These questions require some calculations. So this is all about MDP MCQs model paper number 1. We'll meet with model paper number 2 soon in the